Today I've got some. Do-do-do-do. Welcome everyone. We'll be starting soon once more people join in. Of course, the team lists come around. If you're watching after we've done the live video, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's TLT time, Deadly Queenslander. How are we doing? My gorgeous little people. How are you? How are you? Hey guys, I finally went up spots with my rank. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. I'm on a run. I'm on a run. I'm finally climbing up after 4 weeks. I went up 3,000 spots with 1,018. Not bad considering Garrick is a flop. I could have actually had, imagine if I took the loop on Nico Hines, that would have been an extra, I don't know, like 40-ish points. Win's a win. You said it, big dog. You said it, big dog. Hey, I was also thinking, do you guys ever have the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, Zero Caffeine? I'm just behind you, Wolfie. Get away from me. We can also make our Origin team after today. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I'm about to do a bit of an intro. Scored 922, lost 400 rank, so now 3330. Though it would be a lot more. Thought it would be a lot more damaging. Yeah, sometimes you think that, and you're like, oh, okay, it wasn't as bad as it was. How are you doing, Daryl? Kentia, hello, hello. I would say, would you say this is the time of the season where people start dropping off Supercoach because they know they can't come first and they're getting over it? I feel like around round 19 to 21 is when people really just stop giving a crap about Supercoach. Anyway, let me do an intro. Let me get into a couple of things. Pardon me. And then we'll go straight into team list. I'm only likely doing none or one trade this week. There's a lot to discuss. So let's get into it. If you have any questions, shoot them through in the chat as always. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hey, I need to check something. Does anyone else do live TLTs, or am I anyway, let's get into it. All right. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Rage Traders NRL Supercoach podcast. Wolfie here, as always, giving you the live NRL team list. Now, I did want to say, for those listening in the podcast, I did a live round wrap up last week, and unfortunately I couldn't post that as a podcast because unfortunately my cat, who is a Bengal, she was launching 500 meows in the background, and I just couldn't put it out as a podcast. I went to listen and edit it a bit, and it was bad. So apologies for that if you're wondering where that was, but of course the team lists are here live for you now. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. That helps a ton. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify podcasts, a 5-star review does go a fair way for me. So thank you very much for the support, either way or both. All right, let's get straight into it. We're going to be going through also. Oh, they haven't even come out yet, and it's 4 o'clock. This organization is lacking. We're also going to get into, I'm going to make my Origin team live with you guys. I'm ranked about 3,000th or something at the moment, or 1,000th. I can't remember. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I'm ranked 1,338. So we need something massive from the clouds on that one. But let's get straight into the TLT. Once they load up, let's go. Send them through NRL. What's going on here? At the moment, I do have Olakau'atu as my one trade. I think there's a chance that I could hold Xavier Willison, but it's really, really tough. Like, I still think Lukey's a hold as well. We'll get into a bit of things down the track, but let's wait for this team list. Here they are, round 19 on the way. West Tigers versus Thy Warriors, 8 p.m. Friday. That should be a high-scoring match. I mean, we thought that about the Eels, and that did not go our way. Skipper Jerome Luai is back on deck after missing the loss to the Dragons due to concussion symptoms. So Jock Madden drops to the reserves. The loss of Api Coruscant with a pec injury sees Josesi Lanyon start the game at hooker. Samuel Afenia returns from a foot injury in the back row. So Tony Suka slides to the bench. There you go. Tony on the bench now for owners. Maybe it will be time soon to look at moving him on, but he should have a pretty good break even, 416,000 with the 26 break even. I think you can hold on for 1 or 2 weeks and then move him on. Oh my gosh, I just saw someone not named. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's not look at my team anymore. Looking at the Warriors team, a big in for the Waz with James Fisher-Harris returning after 3 games. Out with a calf injury, while back row Leka Halasania from hamstring is also good to go. Alofiana Khan-Pereira, AKP, returns from a leg injury, and veteran Dallin DWZ is good to go on the other flank despite hurting his hamstring in round 17. Mitch Barnett, Kurt Capewell are part of the extended bench and will be monitored. And I think the big in here is James Fisher-Harris. Could be a sneaky play, in my opinion, for a bit of a front row forward play because of the Jackson Ford injury, and also because Mitch Barnett is going to have a bit of a rest here and there. But I think James Fisher-Harris could be someone that honestly puts up pretty good numbers. We'll have to wait and see. But maybe Aaron Clark steps up. But Supercoach wise, for those of you looking at maybe some add-ins from either of these teams, I think there could be a great play. AKP is very tempting, but also scary. Great to see Tamario Martin still in. And of course, do we see Metcalf in the number 18? So still in the 18 jersey here. So TMM owners, we are praising the Lord at the moment. Also, Makasini still in the center position. So for those of you that own him, that's a big plus when you need some numbers come through. Going to the next game, Dolphins versus Sharks, 3 p.m. This is at... Did they not put where it's at? Am I blind? Oh, it's on the KO Stadium. Trey Fuller in the number 1. Love to see it. Christian Wolf has selected to name all of his Origin stars among the reserves for Saturday's clash. Wow. Whoa. He's elected to name all of his Origin stars among the reserves. Okay, sure. At this stage, the only change to the squad that lost to the Knights is Raystone returning after being rested due to soreness last weekend. Hammer, Selwyn, Max Plath, Thomas Flegler, and Blues debutant Jack Bostock will be assessed after Wednesday night. So they still could be ins. I hope Jack Bostock is in. That would be so big for me. I mean, if it is a domination game, I would be more leaning to them saying some of them will back up. Because a lot of the time spent kicking, etc., and I like that. But if it's one of those grudge matches, and I do think tomorrow night will be closer game than what people think. That's just me though. That's when there's maybe a likeliness for a bit more of a rest. But holding Jack Bostock. Hello, Bruno. How you doing? Ellie Walker, how you doing? Snootron and Big Badoo, how you guys doing? Thanks for coming on in, and to everyone else in the chat right now, about 50 of you. So thanks for being here. Appreciate it, guys. Also, looking at the team here, a bit of a plug, bit of a play you could look at. I'm just going to do it like this, but Jeremy Marshall-King, he's been not too bad. Not too bad. 560,000 hooker, 65 break even with a 55 score last week. Not too bad. He's someone that you could plug along, but I still have Pascoe in my team. And I tell you what, I'm just thinking of holding him for the rest of the season. I don't think I even want to trade him. Like if Verrills cops an injury, or they may switch back to a random Pascoe play of like 60 plus minutes again, I might be all for it, and I might be really lucky. And I don't think I just want to go down to a Brandon Smith just to make cash. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, why are people trading to Brandon Smith? I think people have a main hooker and they're trading down to Brandon Smith from Pascoe and just generating cash, which is completely fine and understandable. Going to the Sharks here, Craig Fitzgibbon sticks with the same starting side that downed the Broncos in round 18. Origin trio, Brendan Nickera, Adam Fanua-Blake, and Blake Brayley are listed among the reserves. So I think Blake Brayley will come back and play this and will be assessed post-match. The only change to last week's squad comes on the extended bench with Sam Stonestreet back in the frame after 2 games in New South Wales Cup. Ronaldo Mulatalo, well, he's been having some average games and some good ones. KL Iro is just a bit of a base consistency beast. Hopefully he can snag something here, but this is going to be quite a tough game and quite an interesting game in my opinion. Jermaine Osako, he's been one that's just really, really been performing, and not knowing, obviously, if I knew Jack Bostock was going to be going to play Origin, I think Osako was definitely the pick here. They had a pretty lackluster week last week, Tavita Nafahu and Herbie Farnworth. I expect a bit of a bounce back here, and this could be also another high scoring game, to be honest with you, so we'll have to wait and see. Finafuiyaki, also someone that's looking at being traded in. The base was rising last week and just looked to be the old Kulakefu Finafuiyaki. So if he's someone that maybe as a bit of a pod play, go for it. Now, just remember with the Dolphins, they do have a bye coming up, and that needs to be round 21. So that's very, very soon. So just be aware of that if you're looking at bringing any Dolphins players in. Nothing else to talk about Supercoach wise here, to be honest with you, for the guys. Hopefully Jack Bostock plays. Max Plath is still in the 23, Flegler in the 24, whatever that means. Selwyn Cobbo, who's been playing amazing as well, if he could back up, that would be huge for owners. But yeah, nothing else there to talk about. Bulldogs versus the Raiders, and someone who I have been looking at, if he's named, is he not named? Jacob Preston? Not named. Wait, he's in? Am I blind? Oh, he's in the reserves. Interesting. So Jacob Carraz has been named to play despite suffering a rib injury in the round 17 win over the Titans. Back row Jacob Preston is listed among the reserves as he looks to return from an arm injury suffered against the Storm. Jacob Carraz here, you can take the gamble if you like. I mean, looking at him the last couple of games, very, very scary to just jump on now. But if it's a risk you want to take, then take it. Matt Burton still at the number 3, Crichton in the number 6, and am I crazy? Crichton's in the Origin, right? Crichton got named in Origin 3, chat. Yeah? Did Crichton get named in the Origin team for the Blues? He did, right? So he's named to back up, if so, in the number 6 with Lockie Galvin. I think this is another easily winnable game for the Bulldogs. Canberra Raiders have been really performing under par this season. Yeah, he did. Okay, Simi, 164 break even though. Simi Sasagi, I think you can still wait 1 or 2 weeks for him. Looking at the Canberra Raiders draw, I think if you can jump on Simi in round 20, it's nice. Souths, West Tigers at home. Penrith away, which is obviously going to be very tough. Then Newcastle at home. Sharks away, Broncos, who will be shot by that time of the season. They do have a round 26 bye, which is really, really annoying. Then North Queensland in the last round. So I think you can wait one more round. But if you did want to grab him, grab him. Now, at the moment for my team, without trades this week, I have 9 trades left with a boost. And obviously, I've brought in Ola Kawatu this week. I think I can easily reverse that, though, and just kind of sit and watch. I still have Tarpanay in my team. And can I be honest with you? I don't even think I want to trade him out. I know he could be anything else, but the way Terrell May and Colin Matangi have performed, I'm just happy with those numbers. Even though Terrell May might go down a bit, it's whatever. And when Terrell May has his bye, I can just swing him in. I can just swing Tarpanay in and be happy with that, because the last place I want to be trading right now is my hooker position, my front row 4 position, and most probably my 5/8 position. Everything from now on here should be only 4 positions. Your 2 RF, your halfback, your CT dubs, and your fullbacks. It's as simple as that. So, again, that's my opinion, but I think I'm just going to hold Tarpanay till the end of the season. But yeah, back to Simi Sasagi. I think you can just wait a bit. But yeah, that's just me. If you want to jump on him, I mean, he looked good last week, got a pretty decent score and didn't do a whole lot. So that's good to see. But yeah, that's just me. Coach Ricky Stewart has named Ethan Strains at 5/8, pending how much game time he gets in Origin 3 and how his ankle holds up after he rolled it during the Blues camp. Hudson Young has also been named to back up after a decider. A huge boost in the pack with Josh Papali returning from a calf injury. And Noah Martin is in line for his first game since round 8. Wow. Seb Chris replaces youngster Sevilio Tamale, who had a horror day on the wing against the Dragons. Do you guys remember when I traded in Sevilio Tamale? He got a 42 during the bye period. Then the next game, he went to catch a ball, whiplashed his head, and got a HIA. So that was another bad trade for me. Oh, man. It's been one of those seasons, eh? Can I say something to you guys, though? I've had a horror season. I've had an absolutely horror season. Trade-wise, a bit of unlucky situations here and there, but trade-wise as well, just some horrible trades I've done. Looking back on them, I'd love to switch it, but you can't. And I'm still like nearly in the top 10K. That just proves to you that you can make some errors here and there and still be like getting in the top 10% in NRL Supercoach. So you got to look at the good with the bad. A bit of a carnage this week for my team. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, in chat, let me know right now, how many players do you have for the week without trades? Are you cooked or are you looking good for the last minor buy and buy period team sort of setup week? Yeah, this could be, honestly, if Karaz doesn't get injured in this one, he could absolutely put a number on. So could Matty Burton. This is going to be a real interesting watch here. Jack Underhill on the interchange. That's nothing crazy there. Bronson Cherry in the 19. So they're just looking at phasing him out, I'd reckon. And this is where the Bulldogs need to make a run. So they really do need to win this game. Curran has also been super impressive with Preston on the verge of coming back, and also Viliami Kikau. I think Kikau's due back like anywhere between 23 to 25. It does worry me a bit, but geez, if we could have got Curran a bit earlier, it would have been good. It would have been great. All right. Roosters versus the Eels. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. If Marky Mark backs up for this game, I think he has to come into my team. Very scary. Even Tedesco here. It'll be super interesting. Now, they play Saturday night, 7:35 p.m. If they back up, I could easily make a play for 2 Roosters players and try and get some points. And they have Parramatta at home. They have Melbourne at home. They then have Newcastle away, North Queensland away. I think in all these games, the Roosters can easily score more than 18 points. They then have Bulldogs at home, who we don't know what type of Bulldogs team that could be. It could be one that's absolutely on momentum, or they're out, they can't really make it, and they just give up points. Then they have Penrith away, which is tough in 24. Tigers, Dolphins, Souths on the run home. But I dare say if they've already made the top 4, there'll be restings in that period for some of the Roosters. So that's going to be super, super interesting. Let's look at what they say here. So Daniel Tupou will line up for his 300th career game, having recovered from a calf injury suffered at Magic Round. James Tedesco and winger Mark Nawaqanitawase have been... Did you just hear me pronounce that absolutely perfectly, guys? Mark Nawaqanitawase. Fox Footy, if you're watching, I'd love to take over Victor Radley's position. Get me on the panel, because that was A-tier pronunciation. Thank you so much. They've been named to back up from Origin, while Reece Robson and Sam... Well done. Golden star. Thanks, chat. Sam Walker are listed among the reserves and could be in line for arrest after a grueling couple of months. Connor Watson has been named at hooker. Sucks for my Reece Robson hooker position play, but that is what it is. Nat Butcher suspended. Hugo Savala at halfback. Wow, that's cool. Celeste Fiketti starts in the back row. Lindsay Collins has suffered a concussion in 17, has been replaced at prop by Spencer Leniu, so that's a nice little swap and exchange there. The new faces on the interchange are Benaya Loelu. Can you remember that Benaya Loelu trade? Everyone was like, get him in, get him in. That was really tough. Taylor Losalu and De La Selva. Mitch Moses will look to back up from Origin 3. I keep forgetting Mitch Moses is back in the Origin team. Absolutely dumbfounded by that. Can I also tell you guys, and I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here. Do you guys think it should have been Luai Cleary for this game? It's almost like I would have put the replica of the team that beat the Queensland Maroons at Suncorp, and I would have just said, all you guys have done it before. Get it done again. You know what you need to do. You've been there. Do the exact same team. Anyway, Araz Nanva comes into the centres in place of Sean Russell in the only other change to the side that upset Manly last week. Sam Walker rested is a huge plus as he destroys the Eels. Yes, you are correct. 20 with no trades as of yet, pending Origin players backing up, possibly Teddy, Markey, Grant. Yeah, I hope a lot of these Origin players don't back up. It'll help me a lot, sorry to tell you, but if they do for you, you're very lucky. Hide previous rounds on the draw strength of schedule makes it easier to read. Oh my goodness. I had no idea that was there. Oh my gosh. Over the hill, Bill. You, sir, you know what you get? You get a free 6-pack of coconut water from me. Enjoy that, sir. All right, let's keep going. Rabbitohs versus the Knights. My son's screaming. He's a bit sick at the moment. Rabbitohs versus the Knights. So sorry if you can hear my son screaming in the background, but he hasn't been feeling well. Rabbitohs versus the Knights, 2 p.m. Let's just hold on. Let's just go back to the Eels. Anything crazy here? No, nothing crazy here. And it's the Parramatta Eels. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Rabbitohs versus Knights, 2 p.m. This could be a very high-scoring game. A lot of people went Tallis Duncan as well. See how that pays off for a game like this. Hopefully you want to see some points there. Number of changes in the back line. Campbell Graham now returning. Oh my gosh, that is... Campbell Graham is returning. So that is on Dominic Young's side. No, it's not. Is Campbell Graham on... He's on Marju's side. Oh gosh. So Campbell Graham returns. Tallis Duncan moving from back row to centre again. Here we go. Matt Duffy is the new fullback and Jaden Sullivan takes over at 5'8" from Cody Walker. Oh, Cody Walker got suspended. How long did Cody Walker get suspended for that? Surely it's 2 to 4 weeks. Surely. 1 match? What? Oh, that is criminal. 1 match for that? Nah, that should have been 2 to 4 weeks. 100%. That's insane. Latrell Sigwalt and Jai Gray have been moved to the bench? Whoa. Okay. That I didn't see coming. So for Latrell Sigwalt owners, that really hurts. And I don't agree with that. But it is what it is. I'm not Wayne Bennett. Jai Gray also being moved to the bench. That is absolutely absurd. He has been consistently performing for that team. I don't understand that. Cameron Murray has been named to back up from Origin 3. Also, Cameron Murray could be a bit of a play on the run home. Lachlan Hubner goes to the interchange. Ewan Aiken will start in the back row with Duncan moving to center. Damn. So baby Latrell is gone. Waiting for Margie to get some good SC points sooner rather than later. Yep. Good luck with that. We'll be waiting till next season. Could have been one of the worst holds. Origin star Kalen Ponga and Bradman Best have been named to back up 4 days after the decider. Could be an easy play there. Fletcher Sharp goes back to 5/8 and Sanders Smith and Fletcher Hunt move to the bench. The loss of prop Jacob Saifidi to a hamstring injury is offset by the return of Trey Mooney from a calf issue. Last week's debutant Lachlan Crouch retains his place on the bench after 11 hit-ups and 25 tackles in 45 minutes of game time. Is Dane Jennings in? So Dane Jennings is still in. Very, very nice play here if you got him in last week. People getting him in this week. I don't know how I feel about it, but if you want to go for it, go for it. Could be tough for him. He could play exceptional again as well. Really surprised by the Jai Gray outing for Matt Duffy. Maybe there's more to that, but that's just weird to me. This could honestly be a one-way. I don't know what to think of this, but no Cody Walker, Ashton Ward, Jaden Sullivan. It could be a very, very tough game for them. Is Dylan Lucas... Yeah, so Dylan Lucas could have a wild day too here. This is a scary match. Kalen Ponga could be on the cusp of us bringing him in this week as well. Could be someone I bring in here. Have to wait and see. But yeah, that is the Rabbitohs versus the Knights. Seagulls versus the Cowboys. Come on, Cowboys! And come on, Tom Turbo at the same time. Like, can Cowboys win and Turbo go 120? That's all I'm kind of asking. Blues bench, Tolo Kula is set to return to the centres and take over from Clayton Falo'o, who suffered a hamstring injury against the Eels. The club's other Origin rep, Hamoli Olakawatu, has been named to back up, so Corey Waddell moves to the bench. So Olakawatu is going to be attacking who's on the right, on our left? Like Tuolagi, Purdue, Tuolagi, not Labour, Chester, right? So that'll be a very, very interesting matchup. Chester can have some really good defensive nights, but this is going to be a hard one for him. Todd Payton sticks with the same 9-team squad that got the job done in the style against the Panthers before the bye. Ruben Cotter, back rower Jeremiah Nanai, and winger Murray Tuolagi have all been named to back up from Origin 3, and will be monitored as the week progresses. The big inclusion in jersey number 23 is co-captain Tom Dearden. Here we go. Returning from an ankle injury suffered in round 10. So he is close and he could be back. This is big news for us Cowboys fans out there. Wonder what that's... Jackson Purdue 5/8. Jackson Purdue's in 5/8 position. Spaghetti-O. That is... I don't know how to see that. Wait, hasn't he been in the... I actually can't even remember if he's been in the 5/8 position lately. I think he has been for some of it. But yeah, big David Fafita due for a wrecking ball performance soon. No. I'd say no. I'd say a definite no. Storm versus the Titans here. Also, to those of you still holding Tom Chester, I agree with it. Did I hold him? No, I chose to hold Bostock over Chester. I may regret that after versing the Seagulls. If you did hold on to Tom Chester, I think it will work out for you, but that's just me. A boost for the Storm, with halfback Jerome Hughes hamstring and centers Nick Meaney and Jack Howarth set to return. Tyron Wishart and Joe Chan slide to the bench. And Suolagi Timulatu Brown goes to the reserves. Cameron Munster, Harry Grant, Trent Loiero have 4 days to recover from the Origin decider and have been named to play. That is great for you guys because you the people out there that own these Storm players, I think that's massive that they have a Sunday game, which is very good. It's also at night, so they get more time to rest. So I expect all of these guys to back up unless there's injury concerns there. Atavala Lusardi suffering a syndesmosis injury against the Seagulls. Alec McDonald will start the match. Oren Keeley will come off the bench in his first game for the Storm after being granted an early release by the Dolphins to join Melbourne. Interesting. I actually didn't even know about that news. Oren Keeley. Let's have a quick little look at Oren Keeley's stats. Because this could be a little bit of a play. Oren Keeley. So he played 45 minutes for 41 base. No, he played 35 minutes for 41 base and 45 points. Oh my gosh. He's a base machine. How many minutes do we think he's going to get, though? That's the real question. Does anyone out there know? I think you should hold Chester for sure. I would if I've held Chester now, you're holding him for the Seagulls match. There's no doubt about that, in my opinion, anyway. All right. Maroon star Tino Fa'amausawala'i and Jojo Fifita have been named to take their place after Origin 3. Have been named to take their place after Origin 3, sure. Former Storm winger Dean Ieremia, sorry about that, plays his first NRL game since round 26 in 2024, taking over from Jalen de Groot, who goes to the bench. Cooper Bye is back after missing round 17. Don't mention that name to me again. So nothing crazy here with these games besides Oren Keeley, but he's on the 18 as well. So I don't even think he's going to get some time on the field, but I could be wrong. But interesting, very interesting there. Titans versus Storm. Suafar Logo, possible captain against the Titans. Chester's work rate is top shelf. I agree, big dog. I agree. Yeah, and that's it. That is your round 19 team list. Now, let's talk quickly about we're going to make my Origin team. We're going to be super quick about this. Is there a clear button here or not? Okay, so Harry Grant, he's obviously going to be who we plug in the hooker position for sure. Payne Haas, I'm feeling a bit weird about this, but Payne Haas has not been performing very, very well. But who else do you put in? Who else do you put in over Payne Haas? Tino Fa'amausawala'i is possibly the go, but I think we really want to attack a lot. Like, do you just go Payne Haas and take what you're given? Yeah, look, I'll go Payne Haas and hope that it's not a whitewash. Then 2RF position. It's got to be Cameron Murray because I think he'll be a tackle bot. I'm going to go Sam Walker for this match again. I'm then going to go, I think I'm going to do the double up. Cameron Munster and Sam Walker. Feels great to me. I went Cobbo last time. I think it will be a very, very grindy match. And I'm going to go Robert Toyer. I'm going to go Robert Toyer in this one. Is that 4? Gosh, this is so hard when you can only do 4. If I don't do Toyer, who can I do from... My bad, you're doing Origin. No way. We're just going to do this quick, then we're going to look at my team. For those audio listeners out there, it's Grant, Haas, Murray, Walker, Munster. You know what? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to go Hammer. I'm going to go Hammer and hope that he breaks the line. I'm then going to go Tedesco, and at flex, I'm going to go Nathan Cleary. Boom. I'm not even going to overthink it. I'm then going to captain Sam Walker, and I'm going to vice captain Cameron Munster. I'm done. That's how I do things. Not going to overthink it. Straight in. Let's look at my classic team now. Okay, so I'm going to have Pascoe starting this week. That's fine. I'll take the hit. I've got 1, 2, 3. So I've got Colo and Terrell May here with Tarpanay. Tarpanay may get the reserve spot. In my 2 RFs, I know it doesn't look that flash, but it's going to be Lukey, Duncan, and Hosking. You don't know what could happen there. I then have Nicholas Hines, Tamari Martin, Jack Purdue, who can easily get an R if he wants a little reserve on you. And then I think I'm good to go. Now, if I swing Herbie Farnworth, Holmes can get like that. So am I set with a full team? I don't even need to really trade this week. I will have Macassini in the team, which hurts, but reading my team, I'll have a full team: Pascoe, Terrell May, Colo, Tarpanay, Tallis Duncan, Lukey Hosking, Hines, Tamari Martin, Jackson Purdue, Ruben Garrick, Kaoliro, Lehigh Hopewadi, Macassini, Tommy Turbo, and Farnworth. Now, actually, reading my team, I actually don't think I can go Olakau'atu, because I already have 3 Eagles players and they still have a bye coming up. So that's very interesting there. Should I keep Garrick? You have to now. I brought him in last week. You have to. You can't get rid of him. You got other stuff to do. Now, I still have Holmes, Bostock, and Marju on my bench. What do I do here? $330,000 in the bank. I kind of wanted to go Preston. He hasn't been named. He's in the reserves. For me, I either pull the plug and I say thank you very much, Valentine Holmes, for $616,000, considering I got him 2 rounds ago, and I go Holmes to Marky Mark if he backs up. And I think I'm very close to doing that and going with, like, hopefully he gets a nice 90 plus. I'm going to hold Bostock. That's what I said. Trade outs for me. I could also look at getting rid of Xavier Willison or Ryan Couchman soon, but I don't know who I want to go in the 2RF position besides Olakau'atu. And they have a buy in 22, is it? Yeah, they have a buy in round 22. So I could get away with Olakau'atu against the North Queensland Cowboys. I think I really want to target the Sydney Roosters game, though. Maybe even go like a double swing of Toya and Marky Mark if I could do it. But yeah, something that I think I should look at doing. What is the Roosters draw looking like? They have Melbourne next week. They then have Newcastle. They then have North Queensland. They then have Bulldogs. Right. You want to upgrade Garrick. I mean, it's going to suck if Garrick goes over the line. 4 Pines Park, they lost last week to the Eels. They're versing North Queensland, who, yes, beat the Panthers, but also can show some pretty bad form. And you have to remember, look, I'm a Cowboys fan. These guys, they play well at Queensland Country Bank Stadium most of the time. When it's an away game, they can really turn to crap. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. Is it just a Hudson Young play? Is it just a no trade week and I'll just sit and watch? But I have to wait and see. I think what I'll do is, because the Sea Eagles wait, when are the Dragons playing? Oh, Dragons have a bye. That's perfect. So if I wanted to, Dragons next week have New Zealand. I think there's a chance I might go Valentine Holmes to Marky Mark. I really like that. Valentine Holmes to Marky Mark would leave me how much? It would leave me... It would leave me 241... Wait, it's only a 90,000 difference? Oh my gosh, the 130 the last weekend from Holmes has literally helped me so much. That is beautiful. Dragons run home isn't horrible. Well, thanks to some of my friends, we can look at that with the high previous rounds. Gold Coast, Dolphins. I mean, Gold Coast, okay. Dolphins at home, tough. Sharks at home, still tough. West Tigers away. toughish. Bulldogs at home, tough. Manly away, tough. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 out of those games, but also we have to remember they have a bye this round as well. So you've got 1 round, 2 rounds tough, 3, 4, I would say 5 out of the 8 or 9 are tough, in my opinion. Willison to Finney. The only reason with Finney is they have a bye coming soon. I mean, it's not bad. You are right. Finafuliaki, he just doesn't get attacking stats, eh? You could also still aim this Newcastle Knights team. Who's got the best draw? We should do a draw analysis for the run home. Roosters are up there in my opinion. Sharks also have a great draw home. Dolphins away, sure, tough. Newcastle at home, Manly away, Souths at home, St. George away, Canberra at home, Gold Coast away, Parramatta away. Oh my gosh, Melbourne at home. Hold on to KL Iro and Nicholas Hines. Yeah, very, very interesting. I might do that on a separate video, but that's a great, great shout. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so interesting. Captains off the back of this week that I'm just like off the wrap here, off the hit. What am I saying? Off the bat, like straight away. Boom, let's get into it. This week I'm going to go with, I think it's Marky Mark. I think you'd have to go Marky Mark vice captain. Oh my gosh, Tommy Turbo is going to haunt me. Tommy Turbo is going to haunt me. I think I'm going to go Tommy Turbo. Vice captain Marky Mark, if I get him into Tommy Turbo, and just leave me alone if he does bad. I think I want to wait 1 more week to jump onto the 2RF train, possibly targeting Hudson Young next week. And then, or Preston if he's back next week. That's my play. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, guys, we're going to call it there. NRL team list live for you, round 19. If you have any questions, quickly ask in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I know some of you drive and listen as well. So over there, those of you on the road, pedal to the metal. You just keep looking at the road and don't write anything down in the chat. Over the hill, Bill, Garrick or Val for 2RF? Duncan down. Oh, you're right. I can swing Duncan down as well. I don't want to get rid of Garrick against North Queensland at 4 Pines Park. I just think I brought him in for a reason. They have Gold Coast Titans next week as well. I just got to trust my trades a bit more. I'm not a person to like quickly get rid of someone straight away like that just because they had a bad round. I do like Finafuliaki, Danny, but I don't know how much attacking ceiling he has. How's the, like, in terms of, like, he's just not getting attacking stats. How's their draw looking like the Dolphins? North Queensland into a bye, into St. George, Broncos, Manly, Para, Sydney, Gold Coast. Okay, they have a great draw. Jeez. Keep JC or TMM? Oh, what a question. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I would have to say I'm going with staying with Tamari Martin. Not because I don't think Campbell is good enough, but he's playing a position we haven't really seen him play in a lot before. He also plays for the Titans. They've got Melbourne away. They've got New Zealand at home. Manly, who can be quite good defensively. If you could keep both, I'd say keep both. But Jaden Campbell's next to, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like the position. And Tamari Martin has West Tigers, St. George, Bulldogs away, and Gold Coast in the next 4. I know what I'd want to be keeping out of both of those. One is gone for Hines. Do you have to go Hines this week? Do you really have to go Hines now? Like, he's got 125 break even against the Dolphins. Can you not wait 1 more week and jump on him next week? Like, surely. I mean, if you had to, I understand. Maybe you just want to get him in. Completely understand. But the break even is quite high. But that's, yeah, That's my opinion anyway. Hopefully Bostock also backs up for me this week. That would be great. Ponga an option for those that own. Ponga an option for those that own. If you're talking in regards to captaincy, for sure. Even if trading him in this week, I think he could be great. But yeah, that's just. Let's just have a look. Souths away, Sharks away, Sydney Roosters at home. Bit of a toughish draw with the Sharks away and Roosters, but the Roosters can leak points on a bad night, but still, yeah. And that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for supporting, as always. We've got some massive things lined up for next season, so get ready. Also, don't forget, for those of you that are in, I actually haven't looked in ages, who's coming first in the Rage Traders 1K League? How do you check your leagues again? Gosh, I sound like an absolute noob, don't I? Don't I? Is it in here? It's here, right? Am I blind? How do I check my leagues? By the way, I'm doing so well in my draft. Do you remember the draft that we did live? The Sigwalt benching and Bostock and Brayley maybe not backing up. Brayley should definitely back up. Leaves me 2 short with 7 trades left. Brayley should definitely back up. I wouldn't worry about that. Bostock maybe not, so you may only need to do 1 trade. Classic leagues. The league up the top. Oh, yep. So in the... How am I 309th in this? Who's coming first? Too good. 20. Whoa. He is far ahead. He's 109 points ahead. Pop my cherry. You're coming third. Anyone here that I know? Look at you guys go. I'm so far behind you guys. Let's look at his team. He has Harry Grant, Pascoe, Terrell May, Kolomatangi. Oh, he has quite a nice team. He has Ola Kawatu, Suka. He has Hines Cleary, Cody Walker suspended. He has Farnworth and Jenkins. Whoa. And Asako. What the? Hey, give me some of your... and Marky Mark. Oh my gosh, he's coming 20th. He's coming 20th in the league. How many trades do you have left? If you listen to the podcast, To'o good or too good, get at me. I need to know how many trades you have left. Your team is stacked to the brim. What the flip? Give me some of your money. You're 105th in Rage Traders 1K. Well done. Yeah, he's got a good team. So next year, guess what? Also, next season, I spoke with Timmy Williams. I'm going to be in the creator classic draft. I'm going to be in it. He said I just have to remind him, but I can be in it next season with all the lads doing the Super Coach draft and the ladettes, of course. So that's going to be super fun. I'll have to fly down to Sydney for that. If they do a recording, but that'll be cool. Okay, and then also next season, I'm going to be doing a bit of merch. Obviously, I said to you, I'm going to wait a whole season so I can set up properly and have a proper Patreon for everyone. If anyone wants to support me and have proper stuff like articles, team reviews, solo stuff, solo talk, solo advice, even possibly WhatsApp. But obviously do a lot of it through the Discord. Prediction week is going to be so fun where we basically do a prediction of a player's score. Now, I was thinking we could also do a prediction of 3 players' scores and the total. Whoever gets the closest to the full total wins a part of merch. That would be cool. And do that as a bit of a competition that runs out through the whole season. So yeah, that's something I'm planning on doing. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I've got. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting. Take care, guys. You know I love you. I nearly choked saying that. I can't believe I told my chat I love them. I can't believe I just said it. All right, I'm ending stream. I got it. Oh my gosh, I told my chat I love them. See you guys. Wolfie here from the Rage Traders.